Hello, everybody, and welcome to Make It Monday. I'm sorry to come in at 4, but we took a quick trip up to the Thumb to watch our two oldest Liferant boys play football. They've got one more game next week, and then football this week. I think football will be over for us, so for the year. So fun. So I wanted to make a quick box for you. So I'm going to show you. This is the box that the girls made at my retreat this weekend. It's a whole sheet of paper, and I like to have them make these at retreat because all the cards that they make can then pop in here, and they know where they are, and they're up safe. So this is using a whole sheet of paper, but I'm going to use the Elegant Pines suite that is on the online exclusive. So here's the paper. The paper is gorgeous, so pretty. It's got lots of colors in it. We've got Old Olive, Shaded Spruce, Pretty Peacock, Red, what else is there on here? So, but these are all the colors, and let me flip it over and tell you what the colors are. You've got Cherry Cobbler, Garden Green, Old Olive, Pretty Peacock, Secret Sea, and Shaded Spruce. So those are your colors. And then I'll show you the bundle. So the bundle, let me get this set here. I'm going to move it. Okay, the bundle. So here's the here's the stamp set called Delicate Pines. It's got lots of pretty. This is a photopolymer, so you've got that. It's got all kinds of things to make. Technically, pine snowflakey things. So I'm gonna starting a class on these. I'm just now getting back to my Christmas stuff, so I'll be using this. And then here are got lots of dies that cut out the things in the paper. You've got pine cones. You can literally make your own pine snowflake with a bunch of these, and then they've got 3 little ones, make little ones. You've got poinsettias in here, leaves. So yeah, there's lots of fun things to cut out. So you'll be seeing more of that in the next couple weeks. And then it comes with these really pretty faceted snowflakes in red, shaded spruce, and then, let me get this off, and then you're clear. So absolutely pretty. And then it also comes with a shaded spruce ribbon with a gold trim on it. So that's really pretty too. And I'll be using all of that while we make this. So because my fall and love retreat is over, I still have some kits and the retreat bag. So if you're interested in those, it's $80 to ship everything to you, and you'll have the make the cards. There's 4 cards from one bundle, 4 cards from another bundle, and then there's 4 projects that make bags and boxes for you to do. If you're interested in that, reach out to me, and I'll get one of those quickly sent off to you so you can get making fall cards, because you still have all of October and all of November. Next month, obviously, I'm going to do my 30 days of gratitude. I'd love to have anybody that would like to log in. The last week of October, I hold a gratitude card making kit where you can come in, you can make 4 to 6 cards that are like grateful for you, thinking of you, and then you're all set for cards to start sending out the very first week as you're going through the 30 days of gratitude. You can also make a journal that you can journal in every day, and I absolutely love it when people share their journal entries with the group. So that'll be something fun coming up in November. I have not set the date for my holiday retreat, or you can call it stamp camp, whatever you're going to do. It's a 1-day thing where you come in. You can bring your own stuff to work on, and you can use my classes as an add-on. Totally up to you what you want to do, but I got tables set up for you to work on, and you've got the whole day to hang out with people that like to craft and catch up on your, I'll have my Christmas cards set up so people can make Christmas cards if they want. So it's a fun day. I just got to set a date so that we can do that in November. Probably will be a Friday and a Saturday. So if you're interested in that, reach out to me. I'd love to have you be added to my email list. So if you're interested in that, you can reach out here and be added to that too. So let's get started on my box. This is a whole sheet of paper, 8.5 by 11. I am going to score it at 2 inches on either side. So 2 inches here, and 2 inches here. Because I very rarely put my arm out because there's never enough room on my desk, I'm going to score it at 4.5 on each side, because then you don't have to remember only the number 2 and 4.5. Otherwise, if you use your arm, it's 2.5 and 6.5. All right, so there's, and there you have. So these are your score lines. I'm going to fold it so you can see what I'm doing. So there are your score lines folded. Now I'm going to take my snips and I'm going to cut straight up on the outside tabs, and then I'm going to angle cut over just so they fold a little better. And then I'm going to cut up here straight up. I angle cut over. I see it didn't angle cut great on that last one, but you know what? Nobody's going to see it anyways, because it's going inside. So straight up on the score line. Make yourself a little tab by cutting over. On this one, I got one more. So I'm gonna cut straight up and tab over. All right, so there's that. Now, what I'm gonna do now, what I like to do so that your cards don't catch on the tabs is I like to add glue here, and I like to bring this up and attach that to the outside. I don't like my tabs inside because sometimes if you don't get them glued decent, they'll catch on your cards, and that's kind of annoying. So I do them on the outside. So there's that. Then what I'm going to do is I'm going to glue on all 4 sides of this last side, on both sides. And the reason I used Old Olive, I was going to do shaded spruce, but then I remembered the ribbon is shaded spruce, and I want to wrap the ribbon around it. And I want to be able to see that pretty ribbon. So I'm going to put this on. That one goes there, even. Okay, so there's that. Rub it in. And this one's going to go on this one. And then your tab, see your tab is in there? It is not inside your box. So you got a nice smooth inside. I like that. All right, that to decorate the outside, I have a piece of white, basic white, that's 4x4, and I'm literally gonna put that one on with some glue, kind of center it, so you've got like a 1/4 inch all the way around, if I can get it on there. Okay, because the box that technically is, what does it end up measuring? It's a little over 4.5. So that gets a nice card in there very nicely. All right, then I have a piece of the DSP, and this measures 3 3/4 by 3 3/4. And that is going to go on top of the white. And this is not directionally challenged, so it can go either way. That's going to go on there. I'm going to flip it over, tap it down. Okay. Then what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my ribbon, and I'm going to wrap it around, and I'm going to just tie. It's kind of big. You could tie a bow. Perfectly fine if it's tie a bow, but I think I'm just going to tie a knot. Because it's big, but there's a lot going on. You easily could tie a bow with this to add to a project. Because it's big, I've actually seen people cut it in half. It will fray, so you've got to get down. But I saw, I've actually been using it kind of like a zigzag pattern, like underneath. I should grab some cards. I've got a few of them here that I've got done. Hang on, I want that to flip over. There we go. And then we're just going to cut that off here. I'm going to bring it over a little more. And over here, which way do we go? This way. There we go. I want this off a little bit more. Kind of my scissors are really sharp, so it kind of just whoo, cut right through there. So there's that. And then what I'm going to do is, hold on. There we go. Get going there. All right, put that aside. Then what I've got is I cut out, this is actually put on with a circle in the middle so you can overlap them with the circle. But I cut that out, and I'm just going to overlap these with a little bit of, get it up here. Put a little bit of glue on it, and just kind of overlap them, like so. Okay, and then that's going to go here. Oh, if I can get it. Oh, there we go. Those are going to attach there. Then I've got one of the leaves. Yeah, I may have to put that on with a dimensional. She did not want to go down. That's okay. I just happen to have dimensionals right here. So I think I'm just going to attach a dimensional to it because then it'll pop up and it won't go anywhere. So I'm going to put that on the back. You're going to cover it up so you're not going to see the dimensional anyway, so it's not a big deal, but that'll keep it. There you go. I like that. So right there. Alrighty, then I'm going to attach this branch in Pretty Peacock. So that's going to go right there. Okay, and then I made a pine cone. So I did the back in pecan pie, and in the top in Early Espresso. I've already got a dimensional on it, so I'm going to lay that down right there. Actually, I think I'm going to go this way with it. I kind of like that. I'm going to go that way with it, right there. So there's going to go that. Then, you can make it go up, down, whatever. Then I have a little strip that's 1 centimeter by, I believe, 3 inches. Let me look. Yep, 1 centimeter by 3. I have my Shaded Spruce ink and the greeting from the set that says Celebrate the Season. And I'm going to stamp that. Oh, she's tight. Guess I should have went a little bigger. I kind of measured on the front. Maybe the front was a little, I think she'll fit. That's what I love about photopolymer. You can see it. Now she's a little tight. A little tight. Let me see. No, I don't like that. I don't like that at all. Hand. It's not. I cut it a little small. I thought it looked smaller in the picture on the front, so I cut the 1/2 inch one down, or the 1/2 inch piece, because it looks littler. So these must not be to size. Let's try that on a 1/2 inch piece, because that's not what I wanted to do with it. So I'm gonna try it in a 1/2 inch piece. No, I'm not cutting. Not doing correct. It's really hard to find these on a. Let's try it one more time. 3rd time's a charm, right? That's what they say, and yep, it does. All right, so there we go. On a 1/2 inch piece, much bigger. Apparently, this is a lot small. Well, yeah, it's way smaller. I didn't realize that. Sometimes they put them on a little smaller, but it used to say, oh, it does say right here in tiny little images at 80%. So there you go. Live and learn. Didn't even see that. It's tiny. You want to see where it is? Right here. Images at 80%. So, not that I need glasses, but I wouldn't need glasses for that. If I was looking. Anyways, so now I got on a 1/2 inch piece. 1/2 inch by, actually, I think this one was actually 3.5, and I cut it down. So then, what I'm going to do is I'm going to put some dimensionals on the back. I'll go around my outside edges, so I always use them up. So there's that one. And that one. And then I think I can get this one for the middle. Don't lose those because I got one more. Use those right down to nothing I do. All right, I'm gonna peel the edges off. And I'm gonna close my ink pad so they don't get this in it, because you know what, I do that. If I don't close it up, I get myself in it. All right, and then I'm gonna take this, and this is gonna go right across, if I can get it right across here. I want it to go on the ribbon. Hang on, I'm gonna get it just so. Get it on the ribbon. It's gonna go under everything. Right there. So there is your, okay, I'm gonna drag it all this way a little bit. There we go. There's your box. So now, when my ladies come to make cards, they'll be making one of these. They can take it home, put all their cards in it. And there is my Make It Money. Oh, you know what? Almost forgot the pretties. Gotta have pretties. You got to have pretties. Just finishes the project, and sometimes I forget that, so I'm going to put one up here. Let's put that down here where the green is so you can see it. And then we'll do a Shaded Spruce. Looks like these are no mediums, big and small. So I'm going to put one up here, and then I'm going to take this little red one because it's trying to get away from me. I don't know why. There we go. I want a little red. There we go. And I want that one right there. So there are your, there it is with the pretties on it. Oh, those are really pretty. I like those. So there you go. That is the Elegant Pine Suite that is in the online exclusive store. I will post the numbers for you at the top of the video, and the measurements. If you missed those, I'll put those up there. So thank you for joining me for Make It Monday. I'm going to the Thumb next weekend too, so you will probably have a video. I'm going to work on that tomorrow, so that will all be ready to go and set up for you for Monday, because we don't usually come back till on Monday, but it's usually in the afternoon. We don't like to hurry off. Sometimes I get home in time, sometimes I don't, but I want to be ready so I don't have to change times on you. So I will see you next week. And like I said, if you're interested in getting in on my retreat, please let me know. You can reach me here on the Facebook page. You can message me, or you can send me an email to stampincheryl@ymail. That's ymail.com. So if you're interested in getting on board with stamping with me, I hold classes and we have retreats, and I'm hoping to work in a bingo before Christmas. So lots of things coming up, but let me get through October, and then we will get busy with November. So thank you so much for logging on, and I'll see you next week. Bye. Well, if I can get it off, I will. No, I'm going to have to take it down because it don't want to. Hiya! No, it doesn't want to. Nothing's working.